I ain't gonna hold you. I just picked up the Nothing Headphones A, and they're the best pickup I've had in a long time. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. I've gone a long time without owning a pair of over-the-ear headphones. In fact, I've had like a Hall of Fame run when it comes to owning earbuds. I've had earbuds from Nothing. I've even had earbuds from the sub company, CMF. I've had buds from Beats, and I ran through a couple of AirPods as well. So the one thing missing from my setup was a pair of over-the-ear headphones. By the way, I'm looking at my screen sometimes. I'm trying to get better. I want to make sure I'm looking at my camera. So PSA, if that kind of like bothers you, I'll get better at it, I promise. But I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It's hard to even pick up a pair of headphones because, man, most of them are so damn good and they're all in a similar price range. I mean, you're either dropping $299, $349, or $389. Like, and with that little rant aside, what made these so special? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I love the design of the Nothing headphones. Now, they didn't take after their younger brother from CMF by Nothing because those took a more oval design when it comes to their overall like aesthetic. This stayed very much true to the Nothing Headphones 1, which I think are awesome looking headphones and a great conversation starter. If you're wearing them in a coffee shop, an airport, a store, somebody at some point is going to come up and ask you about them. And I feel like these stay true to that. And even though they carry over the same design language from the Nothing Headphones 1, I don't know, they just feel a little bit more fun to use, but that could just be a personal thing and some of you may not feel that way. But on the bottom here, you got a power button, USB-C port, and a 3.5 jack. Here you got a button for channel hopping and for chat GPT, even though I never use that with this. Here you have a pairing button so you can connect to any of your devices. And right here you have a roller, which I kind of use as a fidgeting tool whenever the headphones are off, but it does control the volumes. And then here you have what's called a paddle where you can kind of push left and right and you can change audio tracks. Then you have very minimal branding and you have an LED light status. Now they do have some, I'll say, fun colors out there, but I very much am gonna stick with the like off-white finish. They do have a pair of black headphones, which are also pretty nice looking, but again, just went with more of the white aesthetic. That's how I kind of view Nothing in my personal opinion. So this very much fits my aesthetic and kind of what I use around my desk because I have a lot of black and white items. So after going over the design, let's go ahead and run down some quick specs. So Nothing is advertising over 135 hours of playback time. On the website, they list a 40mm titanium coated diaphragm to deliver extremely expressive highs and deep bass up to 110 dB. They also mentioned that it's certified for high-res audio, is also checked for IP52 water resistance, and like I mentioned earlier, they advertise that this can be used in conjunction with ChatGPT, but I never use ChatGPT to be honest with you. Then of course, there's always the Nothing X app that you can use to create different profiles and really get custom settings, and you're able to get the audio to your liking, or at least close to it. As of right now, they do cost $199, at least that's what I paid for them, but I have taken a look at places like Marketplace, and they do go for a little bit cheaper on there if you're willing to get them used. So the audio quality on the Nothing Headphones A are pretty damn good, especially when you use the Nothing app and you can really calibrate the audio and get it to exactly how you want it to sound. The treble is good, the mids are fine, the bass is there, but I won't hold you, I did test them against my girlfriend's Sony XM4s, which those are some generations behind already, and the bass on the Sony XM4s are kind of insane. Even with me maxing out the bass in my equalizer and also running bass enhancement, it barely scratched the surface of the Sony XM4s when my girlfriend's Sony XM4s aren't even on the strongest bass setting. So that was kind of interesting, but from my experience, Sonys have always been bass heavy. So if you're into that, and if you really want this just to kind of blow your ears away right off the bat without even inputting any sort of extra bass in the settings, these might not be for you. But don't get that twisted. I mean, the audio sounds really good, whether I'm listening to rock, hip hop, pop, whatever the case may be. Even just listening to podcasts too, there is enough treble and there is enough support with the mids to get really good, clear audio when you're listening to a podcast. But going back to music for a second, even with the bass not being where I thought it would be, you can still crank it up and it's still gonna sound good and it's still gonna make your ears knock. Just again, you really have to bump the bass up. Like I think I have mine set to like 4, and then I have the bass enhancement on 2, So it's pretty crazy, and I know those settings might be wild to you. I am a bass head. I just love to hear bass just overpower everything else. But again, if you're not like me, then these probably are gonna be completely fine for you. But for the people who are bass heavy, just keep in mind that you really have to crank the settings up on these to get it to how I'm assuming you're gonna want it to sound. Now, as far as battery is concerned, they do advertise 135 hours of playback time. Now, I haven't completely timed that and I haven't crunched up numbers for you, but at least from my experience, I haven't had to charge them yet, and I bought them like a week ago. So the standby time is really good, and I don't listen to music for like hours on end, to be honest with you. The most I listen to them is like maybe 30 minutes to an hour, just kind of when I'm doing chores, when I'm kind of going around and about the house, also like when I'm just in the zone, if you will. And on top of that, I haven't traveled that much this year just because kind of the state of the world, but I'm not going to get into that. So I haven't had the chance to take these on any flights or nothing like that, but just from what I can gather, just walking around the apartment, doing stuff inside, the noise cancellation will be fine, especially since I've compared them to other headphones like the Sony XM4s, and I think the noise cancellation is good. Like, they're more modern AI chips. You're gonna be fine if you're in a loud environment, at least from my testing when it comes to construction, stuff like that, because there's a lot of that happening around in my apartment. So the noise cancellation is really good. But the transparency mode, compared to my second gen AirPod Pros, they're not quite there. That is a little concerning for some people who do use transparency mode, but I never use it, so I'm not knocking any points off of it when it comes to my personal use and review. But if you're into transparency mode, if you use that quite often, like when you're walking around or when you're at a coffee shop or anything like that, that is something to take note of. And real quick, I'll go ahead and do a mic test just for you guys to see how the audio sounds if you're gonna be taking a phone call or talking to somebody on Discord or anything like that. Yo, what's up? This is a mic test using the Nothing A headphones. Let me know what you think down below. How did these sound? Let me know. This is a mic test, Nothing Headphones A. So overall, can I recommend the headphone A's? Yeah, I can. For the price, you're gonna get really good audio. You're gonna get good noise cancellation. I think the design is fire. You're getting a real good conversation starter, and it costs a lot less than the headphone ones. And I don't think you're losing out on all that much, to be honest. But that is just my opinion. I'm completely happy with them. You could have different opinions, so drop them down below in the comment section. Always open to reading your guys' thoughts and seeing what y'all think about the tech that, we go out and buy, the tech that we like, just anything like that. But anyways, thank y'all for tuning in as always, and I'll talk to y'all next time.